Hello, welcome back. Now, we are in Forza Motorsport. This is next in line. So, obviously, as we kind of already know, we are on the AMD system. We'll quick run through the settings because doing it in a race will be not the best time. So, we are still at 1440p. We have the dynamic render quality at ultra. We are using no upscaling at the moment, and in the graphics we are as high as we can be, I believe. Got motion blur turned off, but everything else is cranked to the max. So let's get into it. You'll have to ignore my racing. I race on sim racing. This is on joypad, so forgive me, but joypad isn't my thing. But I will try my best to stay on the road. Not the easiest in this game because it has probably the worst AI I've ever come across in a racing game. But there we go. It is what it is. I'm not quite sure what they think they're going to do at some corners, or how they actually think that they're going to get around the corners when they seem to dive bomb you from 300 yards away. But it is what it is. So, as you can see, what we have going on. It's my brake test mid-corner. So, I mean, I think that this is going to probably work like most racing games do. So when you're in kind of heavy traffic, you're very CPU bound. So performance generally starts to open up when you get less traffic around you. I've no doubt that'll probably happen. So as far as image, it's 1440p, isn't it? If you've watched my channel by now, you'll probably know that I'm not the biggest fan of 1440p. I find it a little bit blurry, and generally the aliasing in it. I don't like bad aliasing. It's just something that affects me, and as you can see, unlike the fence poster barriers in the background, it has a fair bit of aliasing, which tends to really bug me. I find it quite distracting. So I don't think it's a particularly great looking game at 1440p, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's far better at 4K. I don't particularly think it's a fantastic looking game at 4K. There we go, it's my opinion. Take it as you will. But it definitely looks a lot better from what I'm concerned at 4K than what it does at 1440p. So, God. What we will do in a moment is try some FSR to see what that does to us. I have actually run a race just to try and get used to it. And looking at my frame rate there, I'm not actually sure if FSR did anything. Now, trying to race and look at a overlay is nigh on impossible, and I'm kind of crashing trying to do it now. So whether that made me CPU bound by using FSR, I'm not sure. Maybe it did. The only way I'm really going to know is by watching the recording back myself. It's just impossible to take my eyes off the screen. At the moment we're getting, as you can see, but yes, at the moment we're getting 100% GPU utilization, so that's good. I'm going to guess maybe it drops down with FSR. Let's try it. So, settings. Why isn't this working? Oh, okay. Ooh, did I just do something? Hopefully not. So FSR's down here, isn't it? Yeah. Let's put that on to quality and apply. And save. Okay. I did change. Yes, save. Okay, good. Brilliant. Okay, so, yes. Oh, hold on. If I just drop down to 1080p, that looks terrible. What happened? I must have. This now looks like hotter. What did I do? Display. No, we're still at 1440p. Is that bad? It can be, surely. What did I do? Ultra, not 100% resolution scale. Full reflections. Something's gone wrong there. It didn't look that bad when I tried it before. Yeah, I'll tell you what I know I have done. In the driving's assist, I can't do on this at the moment. I need to be automatic because I'm not used to controller. Stability control, I need that on traction control. Right, so I changed these, didn't I? Okay. Steering, normal, throttle, unassisted, ABS we need on, suggested line we don't want that. Okay. That's why I changed. Yes. I don't know, does it not suddenly look like a square? It must be cool. I swear it suddenly looks 1080p to me. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do because we're not actually getting any more performance, are we? I don't think we will. And it looks nasty to me. I just need to get to a straight somewhere and make sure I'm on something stupid. It's kind of screen tearing as well, which isn't great. So, that didn't go well. Right, display. We are definitely at 1440p. Let's put that back to off. Yes. Out of here. I'm not sure if that is. Perhaps it's just 1440p. Perhaps it's just, I just really struggle with it now. I mean, I'm on a 27-inch monitor, but it's just me. Right? So now, I personally wouldn't want to drive it. I wouldn't want to play it like this myself. So what we will quick try is, because I believe there is an option to up the resolution scale. Now, I'd imagine if I go to, where is it? Yes, 150. I will assume will be 4K. Oh no, it won't give me a 4K image, but I assume it will look a hell of a lot better. Yes. Now what? So, yeah, this is how I play. We've got good enough frame rate that I'm happy with that, and we have got rid of the disgusting anti-aliasing. those barriers now are pretty damn stable. Okay. Good job. Game is a lot easier with traction.
Last lap, let's go.
Maybe racing GT3 cars with no traction. I can't use paddles on the controller. It's not my thing, unfortunately. Steering wheel for me. Oh, whatever. I had to back out of it. Already lost time. And then I've lost more by looking at this stupid violation. But yes, this, I'm going to be honest, is how I would be playing this on this system if I was using a 1440p monitor. Because you're still up around 100 FPS. I've got a feeling the online racing is locked to 60, so I mean, at that you might as well up the render resolution. I mean, you're going to get into a serious negative returns. I don't think you probably don't have to go as high as 150. Probably 135 might do it. Shit, I'm going to get too hot now. But this is a vast improvement. It actually looks pretty good on a 1440p screen. Whether it will come through on the recording like that, I don't know. But yeah, 1440p native is a bit meh, and FSR is even worse than meh. So obviously that's the way I play. If other people choose to play a different way, I have absolutely no problem with that. There's no argument from me. We all play in a different way, we all want different things, but for me right now, that is definitely what I would be playing, with everything cranked and the render resolution scale at 150. I think that's a good mix of visuals and performance. So that is the place to end that one. And we will move on to the next. Hello and welcome. I'm Darren. And next up, we are in Cyberpunk. Now, I'm going to be honest. This game in 1440p, this is probably the first game that we've played so far in 1440p that doesn't bother me that much. I could play this game in 1440p. I don't mind it that much. I don't find it looks as bad as a lot of other games in 1440p. So anyway, now I'm going to have a problem of having to probably try and come back to this area. Well, quick run through settings. So if I can figure out where they are. Yes, here we go. So, settings. So, we are up, as you can see, 1440p, full screen, VSync off. Where are we? Here. So, we are native. We have, obviously, no resolution scaling on. We have ray tracing off. God, this thing moves fast. And everything else is turned on to high or ultra, the highest setting that is available, basically. I'm going to do this on the mouse, actually, because it's crazy fast on the... So, obviously, all of this stuff's off. I'm not really bothered about any of that stuff. Motion blur is off. Field of view is just whatever the... default setting is. So, yeah, there we go. That's basically where we're at. And it looks pretty good. I'd have no qualms playing it like this, really. It has got a bit of aliasing kind of down in the distance and some of the buildings and stuff. Ooh, shit. I think you'll probably struggle to say, yeah, kind of distant stuff down there is a little bit. But like I said, we're 1440p, so I would imagine there's no reason why that will look. We're not using any upscaling, so it should look the same on the NVIDIA GPU at native. So yeah, just some like fizzling in the background is what it is. Like I say, I know it's something that I mention a lot. It's something that car just rolled itself over. Interesting. It's just something that I am kind of prone to being annoyed by, should I say. So it's something that I notice. So there we go. Native, no upscaling, no RT. So we will try some RT. Now that cranks everything on, and it cranks it at Psycho without path tracing. So let's go with that. I don't know what it would do, if I'm being honest. So obviously we're still at native. Okay. I thought it was going to crash then. I said I've yeah, okay. So not happy, happy, not happy. We went from 4 to 0 then. I have. Yeah, okay. You're really not happy with that. I don't know why you're not happy with that. Perhaps if I let it sit for a second, maybe it'll chill itself out. Because it seems to be about 40 FPS. I don't know why it's dropping down to... Is it just when I move fast? Has it chilled itself out? It's not very nice. It definitely feels like... yeah, it doesn't feel particularly nice. Jeez, really? So, I don't think we're going to go to path tracing because, well, I know C5 wants to see it. Maybe we should, just to make him happy. But then that would almost be saying that, like, I don't know, you can play with path tracing on the 4080. It's not a great experience. So, I'm not going to... Let's just turn it on. Because if I don't, I'll get moaned at. So... Interesting. I don't want that coming up. Right. Path tracing. On. Apply. Will it work? 20? This is nasty. So, yeah, okay.
Yes, tomorrow. No time yet. Yes.
Right. We've seen it. We witnessed it. It wasn't good. I'm not showing my 1% lows. I'm guessing they're up 1 because it feels like it wants to crash. So, I don't expect anything more. It's not a big deal. Let's get out of that quick before we crash. So, settings. Right, let's turn path tracing off because that was definitely a step too far. I don't expect it to be, so that's cool. Let's try some upscaling. So we have. I don't think we want to do anything more than quality, personally. So let's go with quality. I don't know about sharpening. We'll just ignore that for now. So we're back to ray tracing Psycho, but without path tracing, and we have gone to FSR at quality. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so that's good. 70 FPS. You've played this game at 70 FPS. No problem at all. It doesn't look terrible. Apart from the fizzling. Bit of fizzling on the plants there. You could play it like that if you wanted to. It's not... Yeah, so obviously you can see like the aliasing around that a bit more, a bit fizzling around the plants, which you notice obviously a bit more at a distance from them. I don't know. I don't think that's terrible. Definitely playable. I suppose we're dropping down to, so what we're about 65, that's fine. You can play this game at 60 FPS. I don't think you'd really want to drop below it, so I'd say we are at this level of RT, I think we are at where we are. I think this is probably the best settings. If you want to play Cyberpunk with some RT, I mean, we are at RT Psycho, so it is at 1440p, so we do need to be at 1440p to get a 60 FPS. I don't think we really want to go to. We can try it, because we're here. So we can try it at balanced. I don't even know what that will be rendering and then upscaling to. Let's go with, so let's try balanced. Apply that. That didn't really give us that much of a boost, did it? I suppose we're more at the 70s, but now we've got kind of a definite noticeable. This no longer looks 1440p anymore. I feel like I've gone down to 1080p. Definitely a lot softer. Definitely more noticeable aliasing and movement going on. I'm not over keen. So let's go back to... Oh, shit. Let's go back to quality. We will jump in. Let's try a quick drive. That isn't the way to drive. Fuck's sake. I'm not used to playing on controller, I'm not going to lie. So we will quick jump in the wagon. Take that for a quick spin. Some kid trying to hijack my car. I don't even know what side I get on. Side? Nope. I know why people drive on that side of the car. It's stupid. Yeah, I don't think this looks terrible. I don't think it looks great, but I don't think it, you know, okay, it's maybe not particularly, oh shit. The bit, I'm blaming that on the huge stutter that I'm getting. It's nothing to do with my driving. I don't know, it's a bit flickery I suppose. But it's not bad. I'm sure a lot of people would play like this and be extremely happy. I'm going to try and stay in this area because I probably won't find it again. And seeing as I've started this here. where was I? Yeah, okay, I was around here. So, I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be, but we've kind of gone through native, we've gone through no RT, we've gone through RT, cranked. We've tried path tracing, we won't do that again. And we are at RT Psycho with FSR at quality. I don't think it's that bad. I can play it like that. And I will call it at that, and we will move on to the next one. Hello. So, we are in PAX Day. And I've just opened up some stupid chat box. So, we will quick run through the settings while we are stood here. Now, this is an early access game, okay? But it is a UE5, so it's probably a generally good indication of... I don't have a great deal of UE5 games, and I didn't really want to start buying a load. I did buy this because it was cheaper than a lot of the other ones, and I'm being a cheapskate at this time of the month. I'm not going to lie. So... we will quick run through the settings. So we are on the 7900 XTX still. We are at 1440p. We are at high, which is the highest that we've got. We don't have anything of these enabled. We are on FSR3, but we are at the native AA. Yes. So this is where we are at. So we're at about 110. Now I'm going to run around the camp. I need to go and collect some rock. Now what we do have is this kind of nasty flickering at the bottom of the screen. You can kind of see it in the bottom corner around where those stuff is. It's like pretty crazy. Not really sure what's going on there, but we will deal with it. So yeah, we're going to run around the camp. I need to collect some rock. It does have some kind of it does have these stutters. It's an early access UE5 game. Whether they'll stay like that or not, who knows. UE5, I think UE5 can be the kind of stutter king when it wants to be. So we won't judge it too stupidly. I don't want to be that person. So, well, I'm just not going to judge an early access game. At the same time, you don't judge it early access, but it might release in the same state, and it might be like, I mean, look at games like Hogwarts Legacy, and in certain areas, and it's like, well, they're never getting fixed because they're now 2 years old and no one's giving a damn. But yeah, God, this grass is shimmery. We're going to get to... I need to get some clay. And annoyingly, there's no clay where... Even though apparently it told me that I'd find clay by the water. That's a complete and utter lie. And clay is actually... I did find a deposit of it. And it was in... up that hill. So we're going to run there. I was playing this morning on the NVIDIA GPU because I wanted to actually give the game a go, and that stuttered. I don't think it quite stuttered this bad. It did stutter at the start. The longer I played it, the lesser it seemed to get, to the point of I almost felt like after I'd finished it had completely gone. So hopefully it's something that will sort itself out. So we've got a ton of clay, which is what we need for foundation building. And I needed to get a load of rock. I'm going to probably say that's enough clay to get us through at the moment. So, without making this video too crazy long, let's see if if we run back across the same path, if we are less stuttery. Maybe it's kind of learnt some of what it needs to learn, and it will feel a bit happier. Because like I said, I was playing for about an hour on the AMD on the 4080 this morning, and it wasn't the smoothest experience to start. It felt pretty good come the end. Yeah, I'm already feeling this is definitely smoother. So there is no shader preload. There was no shader preload that came up on this, and there was no shader preload that came up with the NVIDIA GPU. So I'm gonna think it's basically loading stuff as it gets to it, and then adding it into the shader compilation, because that is definitely turned out a lot smoother coming back through, apart from that huge one. It's come back definitely, it's still come back definitely a lot smoother, so it's okay. We ain't gonna worry about that. What we will do is, now that we're back in this area, the light's going to change, which is going to be a bit awkward. So we can try. The only option is TSR. So it's obviously this thing that's going on in Unreal Engine 5 now. They are using, obviously, you do have to use something other than TAA or MSAA. You know, your anti-aliasing is now through TSR, which is obviously an upscaler as well. So we'll go on to TSR, and then we will go native AA on TSR. Does that look better? It's hard to tell now that bloody light's gone down. Maybe it does look a bit better. Let me follow the sun. Although the sun's gone down behind those mountains. Impressive looking game. But I'm not going to lie, it looks a hell of a lot better at 4K. As you can see, there's a lot. I'm pretty sure when I came into this map this morning, someone must be down there felling the hell out of those trees, because I'm sure there's less trees down there. But there seems to be like some sort of, there's been a hell of a lot of building going on while I've been doing stupid benchmarks. People have been busy. I don't know. I don't want to say it's better like that and be unfair, because I think a lot has changed with the reflection of the light. It's still doing that flickery thing. Now I've got a feeling my man Frogboy X1 Gaming actually put up a video before, and I'm pretty sure he said that if he put it to ultra performance, it got rid of it. No. And ultra performance looks terrible. And it just bottlenecks. so it's not actually giving any more performance. I wonder if this game's capped. Might be a 120 FPS cap in this game, because I don't think I've seen it going above 120. That looks terrible. So, perhaps it was FSR. I'm sure he said ultra performance. You can see it changes, because... Oh my god, no, that is absolutely terrible. I don't know. I'm confused now. Quality, balance, performance, native AA. Well, native AA is definitely a lot better. We just have this flickering going on. It's an early access game. It is what it is. We've got to test it out. Oh no, we just went 121. But in saying that, why hasn't it gone to like 130? Let's have a look. So if we go to quality, surely... $121. I reckon there's a 120 FPS cap in this game. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. The sky is king in every game. 120. Huh. Okay. That might make this a shit game to even check against each other then, because if it's got a 120 FPS cap, it's going to make things awkward. Oh well, it is what it is. We will put it in. We've had a little run around. It's now gone dark, so that's completely... But then, to be fair, we're 10 minutes in, so it's a good time to end it. And we will move on to the next one.